Hey guys, let's have a lesson in understanding different types of carbohydrates. There is always a lot of confusion with regards to this, so let's try and clear that up a little for you. Okay, carbohydrates can be broken down into basically three types: fibrous, starchy carbs, and more of a high sugar carbohydrate. Okay, as you can probably guess, the one that's most ideal are the fibrous carbs. Okay, but the starches have their place too, and the one that we want to avoid the most is the sugary carbohydrate. Let's talk about the fibrous carbs. Okay, these are very slow digesting. It takes the body a while to break these down. Okay, they don't generally produce an insulin response. Okay, and that'll be crucial in a bit. We'll talk about that. Some examples would be most vegetables, really: broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, really anything that's not a starchy type of vegetable like corn. Okay, you also will see fiber identified on a label. So how much of something is fiber will be identified for you, usually right under carbohydrates on a label. Starchy carbohydrates are a little bit faster digesting, meaning they get broken down a little bit quicker. Okay, these do generate a moderate insulin response. All right, examples of this are potatoes, corn, beans, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, and so forth. Okay, now these do have a place. You do need some of this stuff to keep you functioning well. You shouldn't be eliminating these from your diet. Rather, we'll talk about the timing of when to have these. Okay, finally, just pure sugar. Okay, these are broken down very fast. The sugar enters your bloodstream very quickly, and that's something your body really doesn't like, so it produces insulin. Examples of this are things like soda, sweets, candy, cookies, cake. Now we're going to talk a little bit of a level 2 here. Now that you understand the different kinds of carbohydrates, we're going to talk about the timing of when to eat them. Okay, we don't really need to worry about the fibrous carbohydrates because those aren't producing an insulin response in our body, and that's a good thing. Okay, so let's talk first what happens when we eat foods with higher sugar and higher carbohydrate, meaning starch content. Okay, what happens, especially the higher sugar foods, when we eat those quickly, that causes an increase in our blood sugar. The body does not like an increase in its blood sugar. It likes to be very stable at all times, okay? So the pancreas releases insulin, okay, to get and bind essentially with the sugar in the blood and take it elsewhere and to get it out of our blood. Two things at that point can happen, okay? If we haven't worked out, all right, and there's not a place for the insulin to take the glycogen and store it in our muscles, then it takes it right to our fat storage cells, okay? And this causes no real change in the muscle tissue, but it causes our fat cells to increase in size and our fat storage to be more of our body, okay? If we've worked out, 1 to 2 hours post-workout, we actually have space for this carbohydrate to go into our muscle cells, and this is ideal actually. Okay, this causes our muscle tissue to grow a little bit, which is a good thing. Okay, it gets the blood sugar out of our blood. Okay, and it replenishes our body of nutrients that it needs. Okay, and that is a good thing.